Hi, I'm Martha Whittington. I'm the visual artist for the collaboration with Will Kim for Spark Week.
It's a rare opportunity for early career composers to work with ensembles who are willing to work with you over a long period of time and not just, show up for a reading session.
I've collaborated with musicians before, but not quite on this level.
I wanted to kind of continue this pursuit of finding connections between the visual and musical artistic parameters, and I think that in the end was actually a more enriching experience for me.
I create objects and installations that have the sense of a utility, and I wanted to explore the musicians being elements of my installation and interacting with my work. Will was talking about a book he's reading that was dissecting how language changed through migration of individuals, and thinking about that in the set design, I wanted the audience to also feel that moment of understanding and not understanding, as if we were, people are speaking another language, but there's so many similarities.
This book that I was reading at the time by John McWhorter called The Power of Babel, which ended up being the source of inspiration for our final product.
In the design of the set, it's laid out with symbols that almost reference phonics in language. So when each instrument is playing individually, the other musicians will respond to that almost as a spoken word, and trying to repeat the same phrase, but with a different voice. The intention also was, the way the space is laid out, is that it is almost a landscape, in a sense that we might recognize or not, through the idea of the sun rising and setting in the background, almost like a beacon. The towers, or we could call them pedestals, in which the musicians are seated, are almost, for me, they're viewpoints. They're also elevations in the terrain.
So before I took on this project, I actually took a long break from composing because 2 years ago I had a big burnout. But as I was writing this piece, I also started to realize that maybe I burnt out also because for every piece I was trying to fit my music in certain structures and forms, going against my true desires, breaking out of my shell. I think it was a good start.
I hope our audience feels that they're involved in this migration, this journey through the piece, and seeing that each of us, no matter how we're interpreting it, or where we're from, or what color we are, or how we identify, that we are fundamentally the same.